Welcome to Old Lumen's channel. This is where an old guy gets to learn how to use a video camera. Actually, it's just a digital camera. It's my wife's Canon, and this is my first attempt at doing a video, so please bear with me. Today I got in the mail the SAiK SA-305. That's going to be the new host for a mod that I'm going to be doing. It uses 3 AA batteries, and it is supposed to have a Cree Q2 emitter at 140 lumens, 3 mode, and running at regulated 700 milliamp. I just thought that I'd let you see the flashlight stock, and we'll go through it a little bit before I dig into it. Okay, overall the flashlight has a good finish on it. I see no scarring, scratching, or discoloration on it. And the size for me is real nice. It's a short light, it's not heavy, and it's also a fat light. It's going to end up being a fat boy. And I really like the way it feels in the hand. I don't care for the tail clicky, but hey, you know, I never have liked tail clickies. Anyways, let's open this thing up. See what it looks like on the inside. The tail cap has a plunger in it instead of just a bare spring, and I like the idea of having a plunger instead of just a bare spring, so I think that's an improvement from the old style, what I'm used to. Okay, then we take out the battery holder, we'll put that away. Take the head and the body apart. There's O-rings at all of your junction points, and I don't really know why there's O-rings, because, oh gee, we got a 1/4 threaded hole in here for a tripod, so I don't think it's waterproof. Alright, this is the body, and here is the pill. Let's take that out. And that was real loose, it wasn't tightened up at all, but here's your heat sink, emitter, and board all together, and that is one heck of a small heat sink. I'm glad it's got a real small emitter in it, because it sure couldn't take a hot one, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to put that back in again, because I will be testing this out and giving you some idea of what the beam is like. Okay. The head is got a plastic reflector. It also has a plastic lens. Alright, we will now. I understand this is supposed to maybe not come off. I can see that there's a seam there, but I've been told that or have read that this may not come off, so we're going to find out. Okay, well, it doesn't want to work yet. Let's give it a little more force. Always give it a little more force if nothing else works. Yep, there you go. You just got to give it a little more force. Alright, there we go. And we'll pop out this reflector. It's you know, a deep SMO reflector. It looks like it's you know, been done pretty well as far as the coating, but we're not going to be using it. And then there's the head itself. I'll be putting a large heat sink in there to help with the new emitter. I'm going to put this back together again, and we're going to put some batteries in this thing and see what it's like. These threads on these overseas lights do not go back together well, but if you turn backwards, usually if you turn backwards and then on, it works pretty good. Okay, we'll get the there we go. Get everything put back together again, and throw some batteries in this thing. Of course, I'm using end loops. I'm pretty much sold on those. I don't use anything else anymore. I've tried most of the others. Alright, slap some batteries in it, close it up, and see what we got. There we go. Okay, I'll try turning the lights off here for a second, see what happens. Okay, hey, it's a light, and it's a blue light. Wonderful. Really like those blue lights. We'll do a little deal extreme motion here, and let's see what. Yeah, oh yeah, that's good. You know, if I get some practice on it, they might hire me just to do their lights. You know, just stand it up and back and forth. Bring it way up, and we're going to bring it way up. I'm going to show you the rings in it because I can see already that it's terrible. Don't mind the shakes, but you can see that there's a ring here, there's a real bad one here, more rings out here, and you may not be able to see it in the camera, but I can see it here that there's a dark spot in the very center too. Really not nice. You know, I have to say that as much as I hate a stock mag light, this even looks worse than a mag light. I'm going to look around here. You're not going to be able to see, but I'm looking around here in the room, and man, it's terrible. I mean, there's a very small hot spot, so it could be used as a thrower, but the flood is terrible. Once you're out a few feet, there's no flood. There's nothing there. There's just a hot spot. So definitely, I would not buy this light to use it as a stock light. The only way I'd use it is to use it with a modification. All right. Thank you for your time, and that's it for now until I get into doing the mods on this thing.